Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, council and staff. Welcome to this evening's Committee of Adjustments for September the 22nd. This is the electronic meeting agenda is available on the town's website at greaternapanee.com and is being streamed to the public on the town's YouTube channel. The Municipal Conflict of Interest Act, Council's Rules of Procedure Bylaw, and Code of Conduct and other pertinent legislation apply to these electronic proceedings as if they were in-person meetings. I will do a roll call of the members of council, and then our clerk will give us the staff who are participating with us. If any member of council's connection to the meeting is interrupted, then I'll call for a recess of the meeting until the member can reconnect either by internet or telephone. If the member is not able to reconnect within 5 minutes, the meeting will resume. So I'll do a roll call. Councillor Johnson, Ward 1. Or sorry, Ward 5.
Thank you.
Yeah, Councillor McCormack, Ward 1.
Present.
Councillor Norrie, Ward 4.
Bob just turned his camera off instead of his mic on.
Sorry, I hit a wrong button. I'm here, Ward 4.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Pennell, Ward 3.
Present.
Councillor Richardson, Ward 2.
Ward 2 present.
Deputy Mayor Kaiser.
Present.
Yeah, and the mayor is present. Madam Clerk, who do we have on with for staff with us this evening?
This evening we have Michael Nobes, who's the Director of Development Services, and myself as a clerk.
Thank you. I will be looking for an adoption of the agenda of the Committee of Adjustments, but there is an amendment that the agenda of the Committee of Adjustments dated September the 22nd be adopted as amended to move agenda item 5.1 minor variance application PLVAR 2020-041 to follow agenda item 6.1 land severance application PLLA 2020-045. Deputy Mayor Kaiser, seconded by Councillor Pennell. All in favor of that motion? Carried. Thank you. Any disclosure of pecuniary interest and the general nature thereof?
Your worship, myself for item 5.1, because that's a personal application.
Thank you. I need an adoption of the minutes for the Committee of Adjustment August 18th as presented, please. Moved by Councillor Richardson, seconded by Councillor Johnson. Comments or questions? All in favor of the motion? Motion is carried. Thank you. 6.1 land severance application. Land severance application PLLA 2020-045. P. Norton and M. Schumph, I'm saying, 2905 County Road 9, legal description, part lot 14, concession 5, Adolphustown. You have all the information there before you. Michael, did you wish to speak to this application?
Sure, Your Worship. This application seeks to not necessarily create a new lot, since we're dealing with two existing lots. This is a lot addition from an adjacent larger farm-sized parcel to a smaller residential parcel. So there will be effectively be a swapping of the larger parcel, and we'll leave a remnant 2-acre parcel that is anticipated to be built on by the applicant's another family member of the applicant.
Okay. Questions to Michael from council? Yeah, Councillor Pennell.
Thank you, Worship. Through you, Michael, the retained I'm looking at on a diagram, I didn't have a chance to look it up this morning, but is the green, is that also a family member that is the existing owner now? Or is that somebody else? Which is the 2 acres that's going to be remaining.
Through you, Your Worship. Excuse me. So you're looking at the sketch, Councillor Pennell?
Yeah.
And you see the green outline there, 95-meter frontage, 2 acres. So that is what will be the remnant parcel after the addition takes place. So the purple is to be added to the yellow parcel. So the yellow parcel is in existence as a standalone lot today, and the purple plus the green is another lot in existence. So the intent is to convey the purple to the yellow, and it will leave a remnant parcel of the green.
Okay, so currently right now, the green is the same owner as the purple.
That's correct. Different on title, however, same effective ownership.
Thank you. All right, thank you.
Any further questions directed to Mr. Nobes on this one? If not, you do have a
Your
recommendation.
worship,
I'm sorry.
sorry.
Mhm. Yeah,
Could
go
I
ahead.
just ask a question about process? This is a hand-drawn sketch and it's relatively to scale to somewhat, but it actually isn't scale. And there's no, I was confused by this, looking at this and referencing Google Maps and trying to see, because I know that the Goodman house, which is not very far away, you know, is there and burned down. And I thought that that was the portion being severed out, but it isn't. It's on an adjacent property or another property. If you anyways, my question was, is there not a normal inclusion of a scale plot, survey type sketch to go along with this, just to give us some more bearing, especially with landmarks like buildings and things cited on? Or is this completely acceptable to be this minimal?
Through you, Your Worship, this has been past practice for quite some time. It depends on how the applicant approaches making the application. Sometimes they will approach a surveyor ahead of time, and then the surveyor will provide a survey sketch, which is preferred. However, it's not often that staff require that, though. We are in the middle of a review with the county, actually. All lower tiers are in the middle of a development services process review from a planning perspective. And one of the, I guess, recommendations from that review may be that a requirement of any application such as this will require a survey sketch. So that's being undertaken at the county level right now, and staff are awaiting what the recommendations are going to be from that undertaking. You know, this would be one element of several that will come out of that study. But that was certainly kicked around and discussed, because it can be troublesome for staff to really be able to digest what is proposed quite well. With hand-drawn sketches. So that was a welcome comment that I've heard. So we'll see what the recommendations are from that, and the intent is to make that uniform across the board between all lower tiers. So
Good. Okay. Thank you.
Anything further questions on this? If not, council, you do have a recommendation before you to receive, and also to further that the Committee of Adjustment approve the land severance application to permit a lot addition of approximately 12.6 hectares, subject to the conditions as included in your agenda. Moved by Councillor Pennell, seconded by Councillor Richardson. If there are no further questions, all in favor of the motion? Motion is carried. Thank you very much. Councillor McCormack, you'll be leaving the meeting. Okay, Susan? Okay, Susan, Councillor McCormack has left the room. Thank you. Minor variance application PLVAR 2020-041. J. McCormack, 212 Bass Cove Road. Legal description, Plan 497, Lot 37, Bass Cove. You have a recommendation there, but Michael, did you wish to speak to this, or does anyone on council have questions regarding this minor variance?
Through you, Your Worship, I can just give a brief overview. So the intention through this application is to effectively move a shed that is already in existence further away from the water. I believe the shed suffered some damage due to high water levels, excuse me, in years past, and the intention is to rebuild it. If the intent was to rebuild it exactly in the same footprint that it stands within today, a minor variance would not be required. However, since the structure is being moved and it's not able to be fully moved away from the water body as required by the zoning bylaw, this minor variance is being requested. So it's improving a situation, though not totally in compliance with the bylaw, but it is certainly making a situation better than it currently is.
Thank you. Any questions of Michael? Deputy Mayor Kaiser?
Yes, thank you, Your Worship. Question is about use. What is the typical use of the building? Is there any expectation of use as bunkie or some sort of not residence, but sleeping quarters or anything like that, or is it strictly storage?
Through you, Your Worship, to my knowledge, this is strictly for storage, no intent for human habitation at all.
Good, thank you. That's all I had.
Anything further of council? If not, council, you do have a recommendation to receive and further the Committee of Adjustment approve the minor variance PLVAR 2020-041. Council's wishes, moved by Deputy Mayor Kaiser, seconded by Councillor Richardson. Any further comments or questions? If not, all in favor of the motion? Motion is carried. Thank you very much. I need a motion for adjournment, please. Moved by Councillor Pennell, seconded by Deputy Mayor Kaiser. All in favor of that motion? Motion is carried. We will see you in the special session of council shortly. Thank you very much, council.